Hey everyone, I wanted to show you the waterline modification that I hooked up for the GE Profile 2.0 Nugget ice maker. I saw another video online that kind of showed it all hooked up, but it didn't show what parts you needed or how you went about it. So I'm going to do that here in this video. So here we go. So you literally only need 3 parts: the tubing and the 2 pieces here, the Y-split and the shutoff valve that you'll put closer to the ice maker. And so this is the Amazon part I get. I'll put a link in the description, but I really just use the tubing and these 2 parts. So I've turned off my refrigerator, pulled it out from the wall, and this is the water line going to the fridge. I've also turned off the water. And so you don't want to cut it up near the fridge, but you want to cut it close. And this is where we're going to put the Y-split. This is the 1/4 inch Y-splitter. And so the water will go to the ice maker from that tube, and then we'll put that valve there closer to the ice maker, and then this water line going to the fridge will just go in the other Y-split. And so we're going to go ahead and make sure we have enough slack coming out of the fridge here. And then I'm going to cut it closer to the connector here. And this is just me cutting the plastic tubing, not the metal. And then when you cut it, the scissors can kind of crimp it a little bit. So I just bite it to get it back to a circular shape, so it's not squished. So when I put it back into the split, it won't have any flow restriction issues. So we're ready to go. So I'm going to take the Y-splitter and just go ahead and hook it up to my fridge. So my water line to the fridge is ready to go. And it's just a snug fit. It locks in place. Then I'm going to put the Y splitter into the main water line, and then I'm going to hook up a length of tubing to the other side that will end up being the water that goes to the ice maker. And so the ice maker, you want to measure the distance from the ice maker to the refrigerator when it's pulled out. So you want to give yourself, a few extra feet at least. So when if you ever have to get back there again, you have, enough feet. So mine is usually like 3 to 4 feet away, but I just made like a 6-foot length here so that if I move the fridge out, I don't have to worry about pulling it out of the wall. And so we're going to hook this tube into the other water output, and that's what's going to go to the Opal ice maker. And then on down the line, closer to the ice maker, we're going to put in that shutoff valve. And the shutoff valve is really there just if you ever want to clean or maintain your ice maker. You don't want the water line to be running or having to shut that off at the main water line. This will let you just shut it off here. In line is open and perpendicular to the line is closed. So that's ready to plug into our ice maker now. And we've done all the work we need to do back here behind the fridge, so let's go to the counter. So you can see I coiled this up behind the ice maker, and then I have another length of the tubing going from the other side of the shutoff valve to the modification unit. And so you can see here I've turned the water line back on and the water is flowing. We're good to go. And just a quick look at the mechanism of what's going on inside this modification. So similar to kind of the way that toilets used to have a bulb, many toilets do, where the bulb raises with the water line and that shuts off the water. That's the same mechanism here. So you'll see you have a float bulb inside this little lid with just a water line coming out, and that's all that is. So that's why it's not that expensive. You'll also want to make sure you get the right part. There's 2 or 3 options depending on the Opal Nugget ice maker you have. And so you just want to take a tape measure and make sure you measure the lid that you have and then get the right one that matches the size. In my case, and what I showed in this video, was the Opal 2.0 3-inch width option. Well, I hope this video helped. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. Thanks, bye.